Hi everyone, it's a Rambling Hour with Lisa, season 15, episode 6, coming to you live from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, at my mom's house in my mom's back garden. So this is my mom and dad's house while I was growing up. I've been here since 10 days after my second birthday. We moved here, and so it feels like home. That's just the neighbor's dog barking, that's fine. So how is everyone? What are you up to? It's totally different for me doing my live at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Although this is like, it can be this bright when I start at 8 p.m. in the UK, but it gets dark quickly after that. So it's neat that it's going to be sunny like this when I start my live, and it'll be sunny like this when I finish my live. How is everybody? What have you been up to this last week? Oh my gosh, traveling was just a killer. The flight itself was fine, but it was like everything, just like Steve's back, obviously, and then Erica was getting kicked in the back by a baby, or like a little, well, not a baby, but baby, but not even probably a year old. And then her and I both felt nauseous, and I had a really bad headache, and it was just everything, right? Just and it was just long. So 4-hour drive to Glasgow. And then you have to be at your flight like 3 or 4 hours early, right? International flights. And then it was a 7-hour flight, and then 3-hour layover, and then another nearly 4-hour flight, or 3 or 4 hour flight, and then drive from the airport to my mom. So overall, it was about 23 hours of travel. But we made it, and we're getting used to the time change, and everything's good. I don't know how many people are going to be tuning into this live, but you guys can watch it later too, obviously, because right now in everywhere is the I think it's a final, like England versus I don't even know who, because I'm not really a football fan, but England's playing right now. So my family here and Steve and everybody is just excited to watch it. So I'm all on my own. Not that Steve, Steve's usually out with his mates anyway. So will I have a guest today? I don't know. We'll see if any of my family decide to come and sit with me for a minute to be my guest. But as it is right now, it's just us guys. So I might be rambling to myself for an hour. It's funny because when I was talking to my sister Tina on the phone, there was so much to talk about that I couldn't stop. And they were like, okay, we'll talk when you get here. Okay, well, yeah, we'll talk when you get here. And now when I'm talking to you guys, I don't know what you guys want to talk about. You probably may or may not want to know my plans while it's in Canada. We have places that we want to go, but I haven't, I'm trying to sit down and write my calendar out to know exactly what days we're leaving to go to this place and that place, so I can let people know we're going to be in their area or back here in Edmonton, so people can come and visit. So when my sister Tina gets here, she's going to help me with the schedule, because she has some plans that she wants to overlap with ours. So that'll work and help me figure out which dates are best for which places, and then I can let people know. And I'm going to try and have like a few days, so that if somebody can't see me on a Tuesday, I might still be in the same place on the Wednesday and Thursday or something. Even at my mom's house, when I get to it, we're going to have I'm just drinking out of a can today. Even at my mom's house, we'll have some days where it's like an open house and people can just come and visit us. I know I'm already at my mom's house now, and there's people just like messaging me that they want to come over as soon as they can to see us, but I've just been taking it easy for a couple of days, just getting our brains together and stuff. And like today is a Sunday, so I have this, and they're watching football. I have to work on the passport applications. Tomorrow we have to go get passport pictures taken. That's a priority. One of the biggest reasons we came to Canada, besides seeing friends and family, is to get our passports renewed. So we need to get those in right away. And like I said, when Tina gets here, we'll work on the schedule. So I will let people know as soon as I know exactly where and when we're going to be places. Because I know a lot of you are wondering. I'm getting almost overwhelmed with messages. It's flattering. I'm like, it wasn't like this last time, I don't think, when I came here. How many friends and family are messaging me and wanting to see me. It's really awesome and really cool and makes me feel really good. But at the same time, it's like a little bit overwhelming because I can't give them a date or a time yet. And I'm trying to, and I know I should have figured this all out before we came here. But it was just like trying to get everything done, right? Like, it's even like now, I know once we get the schedule made, it's fitting everything in. Even just chilling at my mom's, weeding her garden, or scanning her photo albums in, like, everything takes time and days, and you know what I mean? The time is going to pass so quickly. But I want to fit as many people as we can in. I want to try and make as many trips as we can without it being overwhelming to Steve and the girls. And then, you know, the cost obviously as well, fuel and everything else. So we'll do the best that we can. But yes, if you have messaged me or commented that you want to see me, I have gotten that. I'm making a list of people, and I will do my best to try and see everybody, especially those who actually want to see us too. So, you know, if you've told me that you want to see us, that shows me that you do. I don't want to waste my time on people who aren't that bothered, and I'm not going to take offense to that either. But, you know, if people are really wanting to see us, then I don't know who that is, but somebody just liked what I said. So, yeah. So, what else to tell you guys? My famous line. Do you want to see my shirt? It says, "You are my sunshine" on this side. But I can't remember if I wore this shirt for you guys already before. On the back. Got a squat. Is that, can you see it? Am I, no? I don't know. I can take a picture of it after if you guys can't see it. There's so many of my mom's flowers here too that I like that I just want to take with me. Look at this. So I tried to set it up so I could be in this little patch of her summer flowers. Oh, gorgeous. Especially seeing I didn't get to do like annuals this year really because I knew I wasn't going to be there. So let's take advantage of mums, right? Scooch. I'm sitting on the patio chairs outside, but the cushions were put away for rain and I didn't have time to get one out. So look, I had time to have a shower though. So Melody can't take funny pictures of my fuzzy hair, making fun of me, telling me I look like Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys. But then she showed me the picture and I actually did. It's quite funny. Yeah, my hair does tend to get, like I said, people, when I do my hair and stuff, it looks lovely, but people think that I look like this all the time. I don't. Most of the time I do look like that fuzzy, because the other thing is like my hair will, even if I flatten it, like if I wear my glasses on my head, that's where they usually are, so that I can, if I need to read something, it's like this. But every time I do that, especially if it's fuzzy, it pulls the fuzzies high, so it's like a bit of an Einstein look. So, and the other thing is I have this travel like box. I made it when we still lived in Saskatchewan and we would come to Edmonton to visit. I had like it's like a plastic container that clips closed. It's like, can you, my hands, I'm like, so about, not even a foot high, maybe a little bit longer than a foot long, and about the same, less than a foot wide. Anyways, and I have it with like all the mini, you know, like a mini deodorant, mini shaving gel, anything mini I can find. There's even a mini like Vaseline in there. Any little mini things that I can find, I put in there. And so I had at some point I had a mini mousse. Not that mini mousse for my hair would last very long, which is the point. But again, I didn't check that before we left. I just assumed I had done it at some point and stocked it up. And guess what? No, I don't have any hair mousse. So right now, while this hour is going by, you're going to see this hair dry. But also, the only thing I have in here is like some Frizz Ease, like spray and conditioner. So who knows how big this hair is going to get while we're talking. So, really excited to be here. Excited for the nice weather. Like we said, it's yes, travel size. Debbie said. Debbie, hey, or hi, Debbie. Sorry that we're not in the Maritimes. And when I wrote your comment and said like the Maritimes, maybe another trip. Like I want to do that next year too. To make a trip to Ontario specifically, just to see everybody there. So for us to fly from the UK to Toronto is like whatever price, but to go from Toronto to Edmonton doubles it. So. And we're not, even though we go to Toronto for the airport, it's not feasible. If we're going to come all the way to Alberta, we want to spend all our time here, seeing everybody here. But I miss everybody in Ontario, so I want to make a trip specifically to Ontario, which is a half of the price of the flights to come here. So maybe next year I'm going to go to Ontario to me and Steve see everybody there. And the girls, if they want to, I don't know. And then the Maritimes, I've never been to the Maritimes, so if Steve wants to see more of Canada, that's just across the ocean, right? So that could definitely be a trip for both of us of somewhere that we've never seen. So it'll happen at some point. Yeah, I do love my travel size everything. Like I try to, if I find stuff like that, there's even like this toothpick dispenser that I have in there and just all these cute little things. But no hair mousse, unfortunately. My sister Melody's going to bring some when she gets here, but who knows when she's going to get here. And you guys will be done my live. So anyways, what else can we talk about? Yeah. Oh, the weather. I'm just really excited for nice weather. I know Steve and the girls probably won't like the heat as much, and I know my family who lives here, it's been very hot here and hard to deal with. I am going to be like a lizard and love it and just enjoy it. Yeah, my brain does shut off if I get too hot, but you can cool down with, there's spray parks here, you know, the hose or sprinklers, and we're going to get a pool for here. Maxine says, are you going to K-Days? When are K-Days? So K-Days is for people back home, Klondike Days. It's the biggest exposition and fair that comes to the city of Edmonton. And it's based like on the Klondike Days. It's based on the Klondike, the gold rush and stuff. So they have like things set up for that as well. But it's just a huge exposition and fair. And I don't know, I haven't been to it in years. And there's fireworks every night. And the cool thing about where we live, Maxine included, is that if you have the angle right, or you get up on your roof, where they set off the fireworks over by, we still call it the Coliseum, even though it's like, I don't know if it's Rexall, no, I don't even know what it's called now, but the building was shaped like the Coliseum in Rome. So, and it was called the Coliseum for most of my life. So over by the Coliseum and by the football stadium, which is Commonwealth Stadium, where the Edmonton, they've changed their name too. They're not Edmonton Eskimos anymore. I can't remember what they're called. Anyways, yeah, you can see the fireworks every night at 11 o'clock from here. Maxine says, I think it starts Thursday or Friday. Perfect at the park to see. Oh yeah, that's true. And Maxine lives by the park. So the park, because it's open and clear, you would have a clear view of the fireworks at 11 o'clock every night. So that's cool. Even if we don't get to Klondike Days, if we're still in, because I don't know, like again, Grand Prairie, Drumheller, like we have places we want to go. So me and Tina are going to figure it out where we're going to be, when, and everything. And then I'll know if I'm even in town for Klondike Days. Maxine, we drove by your house yesterday when we were coming home from somewhere. We just came around the park. What I don't know. Anyways, because I missed the turn on down 132nd Ave or wherever we were coming, so we came down over by, So I don't know. It sounds like people got here, Tina, and then they came through the front door, which makes it quieter for me. So at my mom's house, usually you come around the back gate and use the back door. But the rule was always that the only people who would come to the front door were like the postman, like mailman, or like specific guests or things. But the front door was rarely used. And now it's become a lot more lax. You know how moms become grandmas and the rules all change and you can use the front door now. Although, listen, with our heavy suitcases and stuff, I was using the front door. And even yesterday when we brought like flats of pot, because we're addicts, Mom said, no one's coming in, and I'm holding 2 flats of 24 cans each. And I'm like, Mom, these are heavy, I need to come in. Maxine says, your mom must be so happy to see you. She was getting teary-eyed. And I said, Mom, don't do that. But yeah, she was hugging us when we came in, and see, I'm getting teary-eyed thinking about it now. It doesn't feel like 5 years, but it is difficult living this. And Maxine, because with Lori living in the Maritimes, you want your kids to go out and spread their wings and live their life and everything else, but you want your kids and your grandkids close enough to be able to hug when you want. I love that we can babysit our grandson Jackson, and we get to see him every week or so, and again, it's the same thing. If they moved away, you'd want what's best for them, but you can't say you wouldn't miss it. And I'm grateful for technology, but it's not the same as giving someone a real physical hug. Isn't it funny, Maxine? Like Tina, when I talked to Tina this morning, I called her from my mom's phone, like the house phone, and Tina said, oh, it's so crazy to talk to my sister while she's in Canada. And I'm like, you can't even tell that I'm in Canada. She's like, yeah, because you called from mom's phone. I'm like, I know, but like I don't sound different than if I was calling from my house. Like, but it's the same thing with you, Maxine. Like, you're watching my live like you would do normally sometimes, except that we're like only how many like meters away from each other. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're just down the road if you're at home. And yeah, it's I know. Maxine says, thank God for FaceTime. Absolutely. The only thing is that I had a shower and everything, and I was on time for my live, which, pat on the back to me for actually doing that. However, I went to start my live, and they changed where you start your live. You have to go to what's on your mind, and when you click that to write something or whatever, it gives you the option to go live there. So it changed, so it took me like 4 minutes to find how to even start my live. The kitchen window is right there. And Mom's making garbage soup, which everybody... So let me tell you about garbage soup, because nobody else really knows what garbage soup is. You can kind of guess probably what it is, but there's something about my mom's garbage soup that has made cousins for generations, and now the new generation of grandkids and everything, all they talk about is garbage soup. They want grandma's garbage soup, and you can try making it, but nobody can make it like grandma. And basically what it started as is she starts with her basic like soup base, like celery, onion, maybe carrot, like your soup base and everything, but it's a way to get rid of leftovers in your fridge. So that's why it's called garbage soup, because you're just using whatever leftovers you have and making a soup out of it, right? If you have pasta and sauce, perfect for soup. Even sometimes, I don't know, I mean, you can put mashed potatoes in a soup, but that's more like a creamier soup, like potato and leek and stuff. But anyways, that's what grandma's garbage soup is. Just she'll add things to it that are new, like little tiny shells if she wants or whatever, but some of it's just leftovers in the fridge, vegetables and things just that she needs to get rid of. And again, it's the love that she puts into it. I told my mom yesterday, I was talking about witches, and I know the witch thing is kind of weird, but I said, Mom, everybody could find a category. Okay, witches didn't really exist necessarily. There was medicine people, men and women. So medicine people heal, who would heal. There was, people who like dreamers and the interpreters. What else would be considered a witch? Like just knowledgeable people or women or who had skills, like nurses. Even some of the nurses that we have now, midwives, they at one point they were considered like kind of witchy, even though what they knew about childbirth. It's crazy. So witches was a concept that was added after, where people would call you a witch. So everybody could find a witch that they identify with in a way, not necessarily doing rituals and everything else. But if my mom was to be a witch or call herself a witch, she would definitely be a house witch, like a kitchen witch, a green witch with the garden and everything else. And her house is that house that is everybody's home. It's so inviting, it's so loving, it's so warm. I don't have time to put it in. Melody's there and she brought the moose, but thank you.
I'll come peek on.
Oh, Melody's coming. I got a guest. So my mom is a house witch, whether she identifies or not. Melody got her hair cut and she got streaks in it, and that's what I want to do, and it looks so lovely. It'll look better even tomorrow when you straighten it the second day. I'm guessing you washed it.
Mel, don't sit on my plants.
Washed it yesterday. Do you want me to sit down?
Yeah,
with
you can
or?
sit down. Maxine says, "Hey Mel." Maxine says, "Bah ha ha, I live in Baldwin, laugh out loud." That's what we were talking about, because like Maxine will watch sometimes when I'm in England. Right. That's one thing, but she's like right over there at her house, and she's watching as if like we couldn't just see each other.
Right.
So,
hello everyone.
This is my sister Melody. You guys have seen her before, but she just says no all the time when I want her to be my guest. But she's not only is she gotten ready for the day, she's even left her abode, because she's like me, a house rat. She just wants to stay home if she can. And you might want to like scooch closer and back up a little, because
I will try my best.
Yeah, that's better.
All right.
So what else? So Maxine's crying. Oh, she said, "Perfect at the park to see." Oh, that was before, when she said, "Your mom is so happy to see you."
No.
Hey Mel, witch.
Hi Maxine.
Wait, Maxine, you said witch. What's that? Baha, I live in Baldwin, or the witch? My mom is bringing me some cushions now. Thanks, Mom. Do you want to say hi to everyone?
Sure.
Okay.
In a bit.
Oh, not now?
No, I will.
Okay, come on in, Mom. You can take the chair. Sit down. Set the cushion down. Sit down, Mel. I'll sit on the chair.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Mom.
Hi.
I won't wreck the chairs. There we are. See, now we have 3 of us, and we can have a coven, because we were just talking about witches. Maxine's watching. I don't know who else is, but...
Okay, I'm going to go in and stir my soup.
Okay, thanks, Mom. Did you see the witch said she's going to stir her cauldron? That is what I heard. But we like what she makes in her cauldron, so...
It's a bit windy.
It is. Maxine, because you're watching, so I can ask you, is the wind picking up on the microphone? Is it making it like all the wind noise, or is it all right? Witch in Baldwin, me. So what kind of witch are you, though, Maxine? What would you... you're a green witch, definitely.
Definitely
green witch, yeah.
You've seen her yard.
Her garden, and yeah, because in England it's not uncommon to see lots of gardens with lots of flowers and everything else.
Just
yards, whatever you want to call it. But a good witch, yes. But But Maxine, you are a green witch, whether you admit it or not. She can act like she doesn't do well with plants, but her garden is amazing. They call me a witch, so not sure. Well, I would say you're a green witch. You're really good with plants. Yeah, so anyways, we don't need to talk about witches. I'm just saying. I think we've been called something else. Well, I have, but it
Started with a B.
Yeah. But I'm nicer now. So, Mel, what have you been up to? Not in the last 2 days. You've been visiting me. But...
I've just been working and go home. Not much to my life.
Very interesting. Are you excited to get the pool? We're gonna get
Yes.
a what do you call it? Like a above ground pool.
Yeah.
Just because Mom didn't plant her garden this year because Mom's having trouble with her legs and hips and back and stuff, which is really sad and unfortunate. And we wish we could take Mom's pain and injury away. But we can't. But we can do things for her. And she didn't do a garden, so I'm going to weed it. I'm going to put landscaping fabric down. We're going to put a tarp falling down, which we can just put that over the weeds, really.
Probably.
And then we're going to get a pool, and it'll be nice in the sun. And even if, depending on how many days we're here in Edmonton, Melody will be here, so she'll still take advantage of it. But it'll be like old times when I used to live next door to Mom's house, and we had the pool, and you after
Yes,
work
I
and
remember
Mom
that.
after work. We would just love, and it wasn't even as hot as it is these years. But it was still nice after work to just. I mean, I was working as in the sense of like Maxine, like had kids, like day home, like your son and stuff. But I was raising young children and watching other children, so I was home anyways. But yeah, so when Melody would come after work, she would have to come to pick up her son anyways. So I would usually ask her to stay for supper, so I had the company, and then we would go in the pool. And Mom would get off in the afternoon from work, and she would come over and sit in the pool, and we had so much fun. So we're gonna do that again. That's exciting. We'll go with that. Maxine said we will go with that. The Green Witch.
And plus, all week it's going to be above 30.
I know,
so
it's going to be, hot.
Good time to
hot,
have a
hot,
pool.
hot. Ashley says, "Hi Lisa, hope you're having a lovely time. Enjoy the game." Thanks. I'm not worried about the football game. They're watching it inside. But that's Ashley is Alicen's boyfriend. But Alicen's here. Ashley's at home. He's so sad because he's missing his girlfriend because we stole her for a few weeks. So, but thank you, Ash. I hear lots of giggles and laughs in the house. I bet Steve's loving all the commotion and the talking and the noise and the questions and everything while he's trying to watch a football game.
Yeah. Might have a grumpy
grandpa. Grumpy uncle. It doesn't sound the same. So, but I'm the meme. We like for Jackson, we call me Mima because he has, because I'm a step grandma.
Right.
But so he has grandma. So we're like, what can I be called? And so we said we went with Mima, but we say crazy Mima.
Very accurate.
Which, I mean, it's also like, crazy Lisa May. So. That's done. So, yes, this is where I get stuck. Like, what else can I say that a lot. What else can I tell you guys about?
And does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, what do you guys want to know about? How's Canada? I mean, how's Canada? Why am I asking you guys? Canada's good. Oh, we have our third person for another coven. Yeah, scooch it over. I can push the, a seat. She's going to get the cushion. Oh, we have a fourth person for a coven. We're just going to have a witches weekend. It's not even, it is a weekend. But... Allison's just out here vaping. No, are you coming in to say hi?
Yeah, I will come say hi.
Ashley is on. Hi. Ashley just said. So that's Alicen. You know who she is. That's our 20-year-old who never leaves her cave unless it's to see Ashley. And yet, look. Oh, well, actually, that's not true. She vapes in her room at home, even though we would like her not to. But here, she respects Grandma more than her parents.
Well,
so
it's my room.
I know, but she comes outside to vape. So.
Yes. I do follow the rules.
Are you coming on too? Auntie Tina gave you a chair.
Oh,
well, maybe
that's fine.
Oh, I have on a nice back. Well, maybe if we go this way, we can all fit better. Or
kind of push behind you.
Or push the table that way a little bit.
Well, but then because of the umbrella.
I don't know. We just want to squish Mom's flowers. That should be good, right? Oh, I don't need this. I can put.
Well,
Well.
I don't know.
So I gotta hug you. I haven't been up.
Oh, hi. Love you, miss you. Come on in.
Holy, when's the last time we've all been together?
Well, 5 years at least.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Can we scooch in now? Anymore? No, we can't.
No,
scooch
I
in
can't
anymore.
move my chairs. No, they're in.
I just want you guys to have to lean in. No, well, you have actually with the kids, but you were a guest like on video.
She just kept in.
Remember, you were on with Declan and Felicity really brief in the garden here with Mom.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah, not for very long, but you guys just said hi and stuff. So I can't see us, but I can see that we're all on there. So everyone who doesn't know, this is Tina, the youngest sister. This is Melody, the oldest sister. That's Alicen, the oldest sister of her. No, well, that's not true. She has a stepsister who's older than her, so she's. Yeah. So this is the McDermott gang, except I'm not. You're Kenny, and I'm a furlong, so we're not. But it's all Irish. Yeah.
So what's today's topic?
I'll say yep.
There's no Canada traveling. Oh, that's Ash says, "Hey, baby." Hey, darling. Doesn't say. I know he's talking to Alicen, but
Tina just got back from a trip too.
yeah, we didn't even know that you went. Like, we saw that you were on a trip, but I didn't know where you were. But she was traveling around the States with her husband and their 2 kids, and a tent trailer. Unless you live in the UK, it's called a trailer tent.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. It's just-
reverse
Yeah.
everything.
So
Yeah.
tell them what you've done, Tina.
Yeah, we were going all throughout. I see Mom peeking out the window. We were all throughout Washington. So we went to the coast, Olympic National Park, and all throughout there, and then Olympic National Forest camping, and then we went up to Seattle, and we took in a Blue Jays game in Seattle, which was really cool. There was more Blue Jays fans than Mariners fans there.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, because it's close to Canada, but then Canada only has 1 baseball team, whereas the States have
Lots.
so many. So it was really cool, and we won in overtime in 10th
awesome.
inning. So it was an exciting game too. So that was cool. My oldest Declan was born obsessed with the Blue Jays. So last year he got to go to his first game in Toronto, which was like a dream come true for him. And then so this year we got to go again. So
That's awesome.
yeah, and
10 years old, almost 10 years old in a
Yeah.
few days, and he's living his dreams.
And now
Go on.
you were surprising the kids with something. How did that turn
Oh,
out?
that was so fun. Yeah, they were wondering all along what their big surprise was. Well, Declan was most looking forward to the Blue Jays game. Felicity was
Wait,
most looking forward
let's
to...
just let you guys know that Declan, like we said, he's going to be 10 soon, and Felicity is 6.
Yeah.
So,
And she was most excited for the Hands-On Children's Museum in Olympia, Washington. And I don't know if you, in the UK, if you have this character, he's from the States, but his name is Blippi. Do the kids know Blippi there?
I've heard of Blippi.
He was like a YouTube sensation that then developed into
Oh, it's not a cartoon?
toys, and there is a cartoon now, but it
Oh,
started
right.
as a YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
And so it's this guy who's dressed up in like a big bow tie, blue
Yeah.
and orange colors, and hi, I'm Blippi.
Yeah, I
and
have heard
today
of
we're
it.
going, and it's like field trips almost like
Oh,
that he
okay.
does. So as soon as when we were showing her our trip plan, and then once we're going to Olympia, they have this Hands-On Children's Museum, and she right away said, Blippi's been there. And we're like, well, Blippi's been to a lot of different places like this. I don't know if he's been to this one, but sure enough, Blippi was there. So so she really liked that. But we surprised them in Spokane, taking them to the Silverwood theme park. So here in Alberta, for whatever reason, when we were growing up,
I can
our
tell you why.
old cable feed, our commercials were always from Spokane.
No, it's because, not our Canadian channels didn't have Spokane commercials. Our American channels. So you know how if we're in the UK we have BBC, or like when you listen to a radio station like BBC Two, you listen to the radio station, it will be Manchester's, and then there'll be the London, it's wherever area you're in. So because Spokane, Washington and stuff is closer to us than while Montana is underneath us, the American stations that would broadcast to Alberta would be the Spokane equivalent of it. Just how like Global News has all the like Global News Toronto, Global News Edmonton.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so we would have the Spokane channel. So yeah, so that's why my face went like, oh, because as soon as she said, what's it called, Silverwood? Yeah, we knew. Like we would see the commercials in the States for Silverwood theme park. Like
they have half of it is an amusement park where they have roller coasters and it's really good, like rides. It's way better than I expected actually. And then they have water park attached, and your pass gets you into both. And it's like the cost of going to our West Edmonton Mall water park.
Really?
So the cost of one, but you get into both. Both.
Yeah. Wow. And the water slides, they have one that's called a water coaster. It's a roller coaster water slide.
Oh my god, I would love that.
And so you're in like the tube boat or whatever, and so sometimes the water pushes you up, so it sprays your back and like pushes you up, and then you go back down and up and down a few times.
Oh my god, that would be awesome.
So we surprised the kids with that. So we went into Idaho just mainly for that area, and then
Did you get any potatoes?
no, definitely kept wanting potatoes, but and
like that,
yeah,
like
so
that
was
little
so
kid
much
on the internet who's like corn. What does he say? Corn. It's so good. The corn. I was obsessed with corn, so I could see Declan being like, potatoes, Mom. We need potatoes.
We're in Idaho. What are you doing in Idaho?
Yeah.
Potatoes.
They have two wooden roller coasters there, and one totally freaked out Felicity. I think we scarred her for life.
I don't think I'd go on a wooden.
Oh my god, do you
roller
remember?
coaster.
Do you remember what we did to Erica last time we were in Canada? At the water park, the one slide that went, and I was like, no, you'll be fine, it'll be fine. And she's like in the thing that closes, and I'm like waving to her, and I'm like, she's never gonna forgive me. And she's like, and then you saw the floor drop out, and her face go. And then, but I knew that at the end she would love it, but it's like that.
Oh,
too.
I felt so bad. So we went to Disneyland a year and a half ago with Mom, and Felicity went on every ride she could, and she liked the ones except the dropping rides, like the drop a doom. There was one, Guardians of the Galaxy, that she was just like falling out of her chair, just like crying. So we went on the one roller coaster, and she didn't like it because it had like big drops, and she's like, I did not like that. That was our very first ride. Well, after the water park, the theme park stays open later. So when we were done at the water park, once it closed, we went back to the amusement park. And she, and I went on a spinny ride with her because they needed a parent to go on it. And Declan kept trying to convince her to go on this other wooden roller coaster. And I really thought it didn't look like there was as big of these drops. Well, we go on this wooden roller coaster, and it's probably one of the fastest, like, most fun roller coasters that we have ever been on.
Legos.
I'm
wait.
okay though.
She falls over.
Yeah.
Go on, sorry.
So it's probably like the funnest roller coaster we went on because it went so fast. But this lady was talking about, and she had kids about Felicity's age. Felicity's really tall for her age, so she gets on more rides than most kids because she's taller. But I really didn't think it was be at its extreme. But this poor girl, she was just crying and just holding on, and she was holding onto my hand and just saying, I don't like it, and just like in her seat, but it's going so fast. I can't even.
This was the girl or
no,
Felicity.
But how many times as teenagers or adults have we done that to ourselves? I want to get off now. I want to get off now.
But all three of us wanted to go, and she didn't.
But at least she got her mom's hand to hold while she was going through something scary in life.
Cried. But yeah, so then we did that, and then we went into Montana. So we
wait, pause for Montana because I'm just gonna read, and I want to say a couple things.
I want to go to Montana. I've always wanted to go to Montana.
Ash said that he never heard of Blippi.
Yeah.
And then Lucy Simpson, Alicen's friend, said, hey.
Once you get to the left.
And Ash said, need to see if Canada and American coasters are better than UK coasters. They are. No, Ash, I mean, I haven't even been on any UK ones, but especially the Americans, you know what they put money into, so their theme parks are going to be...
I've been to a big theme park in Spain, but I can't remember what it was. I've never been in the UK.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, actually, do you know what? I can ask Steve, because Steve loves, even though he has a broken neck, he loves roller coasters, and he's been on lots, and even in Florida at Disneyland, is it? Or Disney World? Which
Disney World.
Disney World in Florida. When he went during hurricane season, which sounds scary, but because they're used to the rain, there wasn't as many people, so there wasn't lineup. Steve got to go on every single roller coaster.
That's what we did in Disneyland. We were only there for a day, but it was raining.
Yeah,
and, so
everybody there was like hiding, but he's like, we're from England. Rain doesn't stop us.
Yeah, that's normal. Well, for us, it
so we got to do every roller coaster. So Steve would know. We'll ask him.
So we went on every single ride and attraction in that single day.
Yeah, that's awesome.
At Silverwood?
No, in
when you were in
Disneyland.
Disney. Yeah.
But
Was it busy at Silverwood? Probably
It
because
wasn't
it's
too bad. And you know
summer.
what? Their prices, like, they don't even rack up. Like, it's a really great family
I think
place
it's
to go.
because it's again, it's like how West Edmonton Mall is here. Like it's a permanent attraction.
Yeah.
And when you said that
If
about,
you
I
jump
think
up and
if
get
I'm
my
not mistaken,
phone
at West
out
Edmonton
of
Mall.
my purse, then I can read comments.
Oh right, yeah. At West Edmonton Mall, the
It's
water
on the
park
back
and
of the
Galaxyland,
purse.
which is the amusement park, I'm pretty sure you
Ashley,
can
in
get
this
an all attractions pass,
In this
which
one?
gives you access to all of
Yeah,
them
I
all
think
day.
so.
So you
Yeah.
can go swimming,
That's
then
true.
change, go
It's
into
just
the.
so expensive.
But it is expensive, and which reminds me that at some point we want to go to the water park at least. So anybody,
I saw my
I
passes.
also have my pass.
okay,
Yeah.
good. So anybody, unless they're going to give us theirs, but they might want to use them. But lots of people here will have bought those books, the Student Union ticket packs and stuff, if they still sell them, or you'll have a 2-for-1. Anything like that will get us cheaper into the amusement park.
expensive.
That would be wonderful because. It cost a lot just to get here.
That was
to rent a
our
car.
Christmas present from Mom. That's too bad she didn't just get you guys that too, and just say,
Oh, well,
you know,
yeah,
like,
because we
the
didn't know we were
tickets.
coming. But that's
Yeah.
okay. That's okay.
Um,
We're gonna go anyways, but it's just that if we can save like 2-for-1, then it's even better. And before we go to Montana, I also wanted to say when Tina said that Canada only has one baseball team, what she meant was it's one baseball team that's in the major leagues, like that league
True.
with
Okay.
the American teams. Canada has a lot of baseball teams. They're just not in the major leagues.
yeah.
I mean,
College
like
teams, but
every,
MLB,
all
like
of Canada
the
has
top.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's go to Montana.
Which is
Tell
what
us
Declan's dream is to play in the MLB.
in the major leagues. Yeah. So
Yeah.
tell us.
So Montana, so then we went into Montana. We went to a place called Missoula because there's a band we really like, the Avett Brothers, that were playing there, and both kids actually like them now too. So that was really fun to get to go to a concert and dance around with both kids to the Avett Brothers. And then
I'll
we
be
went
right back.
to,
You keep talking.
Then we went to Glacier National Park,
Oh,
which is in
are you going in
Montana.
the house?
I just need. I put pop in the freezer, so I have to
Bring the Amazon package in for Steve.
Oh right. Okay.
So
Luckily, he
the-
didn't need it, but
On the Canadian side is Waterton National Park, and then the other half of that, like, so it's the same like mountain range and same, it's just
Right,
the
it's
border
still
that splits
Rockies.
it. On the American side, it's called Glacier National Park. So that's where we were for the last several days, camping and hiking and stuff there. So yeah, mainly hiking with speckled in of different attractions and stuff. Mainly camping. Did I say hiking? I meant mainly camping.
Did you get some swimming in?
Oh yeah, lots of swimming.
Yeah.
So the ocean was really cold, of course.
Right.
So it was too cold, like, to fully go in. It was really hot. So Celsius there, it was in like a heat wave. So it was about 37 degrees,
Oh,
for
man.
many of the days. But thankfully, in the national parks, there was a lot of good tree coverage and stuff, so we weren't hot at night or anything. But
Right.
a couple of the places we booked in had pools, so it was kind of like campground resorts.
Oh, nice.
So there were pools there. Then, of course, we had the water park day. And yeah, in the Glacier National Park, even not yesterday, but the other day, we found a creek, and it was glacier water, so it's cold, but we
Right.
all just rested our feet and legs in there and read. We all read, and Ryan and I read. Declan played with the rocks, and Felicity did a sticker book and sat on me for a bit. I read her one of her books, but
Nice.
yeah. So yeah, we found water where we could.
So it's weird that I have to watch my live to know what was said.
I was just talking about the Glacier National Park and how the Canadian side is called Waterton National
I
Park.
only brought 3. I don't know if anybody wants any, but one's a root beer and 2 are Cokes. Does anybody want any? I know you have your
So
water, probably, 'cause you're
Emmanuel
healthy.
says,
Ice chai, actually.
Okay.
he said, what a lovely moment, Emmanuel, and it says, it's a beautiful thing when you're with your mom.
Oh, yes, it is. So Emmanuel is the one that works
before
for
that,
Steve.
Ash
He lives in
said
Africa.
that.
Oh,
But he comes
cool.
to UK lots because he works
I
for
remember
Steve.
you speaking about him.
Yeah. So and he has a lovely family as well, like his wife and kids
Oh,
and stuff. And he loves Steve. He's he's a great guy. And Steve is, but so is Emmanuel. That's So. Well,
Yeah, we
Emmanuel,
missed-
one
we
day we
missed
would like to
having
come
him
and see you guys. Oh, Jan Gadsden. That's Steve's friend from Ontario. I've never met her, but I know her from Facebook and stuff. But from the retreats, Steve and Jackie know her.
We weren't supposed to come home until tomorrow. Oh no, till later tonight. So we were excited to see you all, and we were feeling like we've had enough. The kids were excited to come home. Declan wanted to watch footy with Uncle Steve.
Oh, yeah.
So I was saying,
Home early.
I'll tell you guys this. I was saying this to Tina, but also to Steve and like everybody. Like, so Tina was telling me how Declan was asking about the football game and Uncle Steve and everything else. And like I said, Declan's going to be 10, and that's the same. Me and Steve started dating in the spring, and Declan was born in July. And one of the stories I probably already told you guys is that when we saw Declan when he was like a month old, when Steve came over in August to meet the girls and my parents and everything, he held the little 1-month-old baby, and it was like Declan's first smile. And so they had that little bond right from the beginning. So when Tina told me today how Declan is like, because we do video chat a little bit, but not as often as we should. And when Declan's like just so excited to watch footy with Uncle Steve and everything else, and like I've known my niece and nephew as long as Steve's known them, but also that we live so far away, and yet those two have that bond. Like they're sitting, watching the show, and and they're the game, and it's just really awesome that we can have that bond, even though that we live so far away.
Yeah.
That our kids can still,
Well, and for my kids too, it's like they, like you said, they don't know. Like when you're a kid, you don't really know. You know your uncle and your auntie, or your auntie and auntie, or whatever. But you don't. But you don't really know like who's actually related. They're just your aunt and uncle. So both of my kids have never known any different. Right?
Yeah, we used
the
to
accent
think,
gives them a clue. But.
Remember with our Uncle Henry and Auntie Darlene and our mom and dad, we didn't know if Uncle Henry and my dad were brothers or if Auntie Darlene and my mom were sisters.
Oh,
we
okay.
thought I thought
get what
Auntie
you
Darlene
meant.
was sisters with my mom, and Uncle Henry was.
And sometimes brothers, and sometimes, two brothers will marry two sisters, so that could happen. But it was just that they were that close, and when you're a kid, they had short hair, so that means they look alike. And stuff, so you just didn't know. It was my dad, and when you get older, you're like, there's no mistaking that my dad and my Uncle Henry were brothers.
Yeah.
What's the comment?
Jan said, I just spent 5 weeks with my sister in Newfoundland.
Ooh, cool.
So I appreciate how you must feel to be with your family.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm
yes,
excited.
you can see us. And sorry, was the one before that you already read?
Sorry, Emmanuel said, I love you all, great and lovely people, but where's my boss, ma'am?
He's watching the football. He's watching the football game. England's playing right now.
We're so excited to spend time with Ali and Aurora and Erica too, because I talk more with Lisa and Steve sometimes, but it's hard to do stuff, like I know who wants to just sit and talk to their aunt and uncle that's in another country. You can only say so much. So I'm excited to actually hang out and do stuff.
The other thing is with adults, they don't change much.
Yeah.
So even if you don't talk for a while and then you talk, it's all the same. Whereas you're only 20, so even to 25, kids change so much that you want to see, they're not the same as they were 5 years ago.
No.
Yeah.
And then teenagers and young adults, they don't have the time for their parents or their aunts and uncles, or you know what I mean? So they might walk by and say hi, but they're not like, oh, I'm so happy to see you, let me tell you what's happened in my life.
Well, also, for me, it's just I'm introverted.
Right, exactly.
Around people very often.
Yeah, she doesn't talk to anybody.
But I'm like that too.
I'm an introvert.
Never do these lives like Lisa. Well, I'm an amnivert, so I'm right in the middle. So I definitely need my solo time. Sometimes I can be social, but I do find it draining.
Yeah.
So so I'm the same way. So it's all phone calls are awkward.
I don't think I'm an introvert. I think I'm definitely an extrovert.
Yeah, you're.
Yeah.
But I do, and even Steve didn't understand this when we got together. So it doesn't matter if I'm on the spectrum or not, because if you look at some things, like this thing with so many women being diagnosed with ADHD, one of the things is that needing that alone time to recharge and stuff like that. And I don't care if what I am on what spectrum, whatever. I don't care, but I know that, it doesn't matter. You just know you, and I know that I need alone time to be a better version of me, to be able to deal with the more alone time than the average person.
Yeah.
So, and it was weird for Steve to learn to get used to that. He didn't, when you're not around someone who, you might not get it. It looks like you're avoiding your family and your friends, especially if you're a parent or a spouse, but you're not avoiding. You literally need to unplug. You need to,
Yeah. I have a social meter.
Yeah.
Social battery.
And once my meter is at its
Yeah.
gonna start exploding. I need
That-
to just
exactly.
like, I'm out of here. See you guys later.
Exactly, and that is like
Time to
that's
go.
the explode, and
Right?
because just like I'm loud when I'm extroverted, my explosion is a lot different than their explosion would be, as they can attest to because they grew up with me. I've contained it a lot now, but in the past, especially as a kid, you don't know how to regulate those things. So my explosions were never violent, but although people didn't know if I was going to get violent because of my yelling and thrashing my arms. And,
Dysregulated is a term I've heard.
yeah.
So, comment, Emmanuel. I wish England good luck. My best regards to him and everybody at home.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Say hello to the wife and kids. Thanks for tuning in. With these lives.
All the way from Africa, right?
Yeah, Africa,
All
yeah.
the way
Cool.
from Africa.
All the way from Africa
Where
to
in
Canada.
Africa
Nice.
again?
I always forget. Where are you again in Africa, Emmanuel? Because I know...
Was it Nairobi?
No, but he lives... I can't remember if he lives where his wife is from or they moved to somewhere else. Like... Oh, Ash says it's a very boring game.
Uh-oh.
The England
No,
football game.
Well,
so-
boring is better than a blowout.
Yeah, I was going to
Sure.
say with my lives, that's like when we talk about the introvert, extrovert, and needing alone time and stuff, and I've said this before, is that's why I love these lives, because you know when you want to be social and when you don't, and it's so, I can be social for an hour a week, and then as soon as I'm done, I can be like, whereas if you have a friend over, you can be like, you wouldn't be like, okay, do you mind leaving now? 'Cause my meter's full. So this is so awesome. Not only are you getting to see my sisters and Alicen, who you've seen before, but this is like the view. The woman's opinion.
Oh.
Or what was it called in The View?
Yeah,
is-
what's called The View?
Oh, okay, and it's called something else in England, the UK, with
No idea.
hi, mommy. I know the soup is ready.
She's smelling the garbage soup from the window.
I already explained what garbage soup was.
Yeah,
You got to
yeah.
look back to
We
smelling the
said in
garbage.
English it would be rubbish soup.
Rubbish soup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Is that a comment or is that
Togo.
we are
West
in
Africa.
Togo, West Africa?
Togo, West
Oh,
Africa.
okay.
Nice.
Have you been there?
No.
Oh, one place in the world she hasn't been.
Yeah. Tina's a world traveler, so
There's indigenous word for garbage soup that I learned. I can't remember which tribe it comes from, but it's called rubaboo, and that's what they call it. And it's like everything that's got to go from the fridge.
is that
goes
Cree
into
or
it.
what?
No,
Oh,
it's
you
not
said you
Cree,
don't
but
remember
I can't
which
remember what
indigenous-
language it is.
Where did you
Rubaboo?
learn it? Here?
There was a show. There was
I'm
a
always
play
a
that I
research
watched
person,
that
so
had that was the title
see
of
what
the show was
rubaboo.
rubaboo, and it was
nice.
kind of a metaphor for a bunch
You know,
of other stuff
I,
in the show.
I love how
I
things
can
are so
smell it.
much more inclusive now with all different nationalities and different things. And we were watching a kids show, and there was these kids with their mom, and they were showing a recipe, and then they had their two friends over to try this recipe, and it was
So I can't say that, but that
Rubaboo.
is rubaboo. So if someone can, it's Métis. One is there, but then
which is the Métis people. Where? What word
It's in
can't you
here.
say?
The people, like what it is.
and
It's
Métis.
Consumed by careers. Careers.
Coureurs
Des
de
bois. Bois.
Yeah.
And voyageurs.
Yeah.
And Métis
I'm not
people.
sure, but, yeah.
So, cool. But there was, I can't remember, I told you guys this and I can't remember where it was from, but it was mafe fish. It was a dish, and it was so good. This was years ago when I was still doing my lives, and I made the recipe from the kids show. I copied it down and made it, and it was so good. And I'll put it in the comments what country it was from and everything else. But it was from a kids show, and the kids came over to the house and tried a different dish. And I've told you guys this before. Not a lot of places will do this, and now because of food standards and cooking in people's kitchens, it wouldn't be really acceptable. But when I was a kid, because there were so many immigrants where I'm from, one of my favorite days at school was when everybody brought in a dish from their culture.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
we
my God,
that would
we
be
still
awesome.
do that. So we have, it's like at our school, it's multicultural day. So I'm a teacher. I've been perpetually stuck in high school for many, many years.
We have the nightmare. She's actually there.
And so it's Multicultural Day, and it's huge at our school. It's like the Heritage Day festival that Edmonton has.
I know.
There's so many different cultures and foods.
I wish
it's
places
so
would
fun.
embrace that more instead of fighting with each other. Embrace the heritage. Like that's what they say with the United States. It's a melting pot. They want everybody to become American. In Canada, we identify as Canadian, but we're called a cultural mosaic, where we appreciate and celebrate our differences and our different cultures. And like Tina said, Heritage Days is a huge festival where you go and taste foods from different places. You see music and dancing and art and everything from the different places. And we really actually there's something that I'm hoping to try and get to. Our auntie has a friend who has a place called Bannock and Bed and Bannock. So instead of bed and breakfast, it's bed and Bannock, and they have teepees that you get to sleep in. So it's authentic. I've already slept in a teepee before, but it's authentic. There's glamping or camping, and then she has some normal rooms in a...
Yeah, that'd be a cool thing for you to
Yeah,
do
and
while you're
it's
here.
almost on the way to Grand Prairie.
Yeah,
like
we've
yeah.
driven past
Yeah.
it before.
In the... Oh, what's it called again? Sucker Creek.
When we had lots of wildfires and the roads were closed.
Yeah.
And so we had to detour, so that's when I had Auntie, I remember Auntie telling us.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try and see if we can swing that and do that, which is I think, like, if we're gonna see what Canada has to offer, and Steve wants to see things, how authentic would it be to sleep in a real teepee, which I did when I was a teenager, which is awesome. Like, it's just cool the idea of it is cool.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I love this country, and I wish and I hope that with immigration from different cultures, which has been happening throughout the whole time humans have existed, whether we want to admit it or not, every culture travels, that we will embrace each other more and see what we have to offer each other. Mom was just saying that because of immigration and stuff here, in the shops, the stores, you get so many more selections. She says meats that she's never tried before and all these different things. And I said, well, that's a good thing because so many cultures have such good food.
Yeah.
Like they have some, I mean, some of them you might not like, but then some of the things your mom makes you might not like.
Yeah.
Shh, don't tell her. But, you know what I mean?
That's what I always find is the best souvenir when I've been able to
Oh,
travel.
yeah,
to
I like
countries,
this, what she
is
does with her husband.
We have never been big on material items, but we've always tried to take a cooking lesson in the different countries that we've gone to. So sometimes it's been like formal, there's like cooking classes that we've signed up for, and sometimes in places it's just been getting to know the locals and asking them to share with me one of their dishes and allowing me to watch them cook it. Or something like that. And sometimes, like I, you know, like in India, for example, there's so much cuisine. It's such a huge country, and so they don't offer like cooking classes. They're like it's too expensive. But I found a restaurant where they allowed me. I ordered a whole bunch more food than I would be able to eat, and I paid for it. But they allowed me into the kitchen to watch
that's
them
really
cook
nice
it.
of them.
And they even had an interpreter because the cooks didn't speak English, but they brought in somebody who
So you
could
basically had a
translate for
lesson.
me.
Oh.
Yeah.
that's
So
awesome.
then I try to bring that
And
to
then
learn
that
about
when
the
they get
food.
back, they try to make it for their family and friends, whatever they've learned.
Yeah.
I see Steve's looking through the window now. Did we win? Is it over?
No.
Ash says it's a really boring game.
Only if you don't know about football.
Steve said only if you don't know about football.
Because he's a Liverpool fan, so he wouldn't know anything about football.
He said because he's a Liverpool fan, he wouldn't know anything about football. All my Liverpool fans are going to be mad now that you said that.
That's a good thing.
So there's something I was going to say about the cooking, culture, food, yum. I like food.
Who likes to cook the most out of you girls?
Aurora, baking.
Yeah, Aurora does baking.
And then Tom, he's not one of the girls, but Tom makes
Yeah,
lots
Tom
of.
makes-
He tries to make
yeah.
really nice dishes and different things, and he's really he experiments in the kitchen, and he's good at it. Like his food usually turns out really nice. So, you keep talking because I was going to say something about.
Well, I was going to say, you guys, whoever wants to, there's some new recipes I have to try out this summer because one of the classes I also teach is foods class in high school, and I try to every year add in some different recipes that are from different countries that represent our student population if I can. So we have many Filipino students, and so there's two Filipino recipes that I have never made before that I want to practice making.
So somebody sent up balloons.
Yeah, and then there's
Is one pork spring rolls?
no, we do make a couple spring rolls, and
love
they always
those.
make those at our multicultural day.
Yeah.
But no, it's ube cookies, and then the other one is their egg pie.
No, we have some comments.
Hey.
Hi, Ryan's here, Tina's husband. You can come and stick your head in here. We were just talking about how you guys, wherever you can.
Hey.
So Ryan is her husband, who they do the cooking lessons together wherever they travel, which is really cool.
So we got a couple comments here. Emmanuel said, "I will like you people to get
No,
Canada
people to get Canada.
sand for me at least.
Oh,
It will."
hope for me to visit the country one day.
Nice.
That's what Lisa always loves.
Yeah, I
getting
used to collect sand from
different
everywhere, so I'll
places.
definitely get you some sand from here, Emmanuel. And then Steve can send it to you on one of the containers if you're not coming over right away.
And Ashley said pasta bake is a good one.
Oh, pasta bake, yeah.
I don't know what
I'll tell you that in a second. But Ashley also said, Ashley also said, haha, must be true about the Liverpool and not knowing football and stuff. So pasta bake is, I've forgotten, what is pasta bake? I'm thinking of tuna pasta
It's
bake.
sort of the same thing. It's chicken, bacon, pasta, and sauce, and you bake it in the
In a casserole dish in the
casserole
oven.
dish
And then is it smothered in cheese after?
On the top, you can put cheese,
You can put
yeah.
cheese on the top.
And
Yeah.
there's a tuna pasta bake, which the kids all like. I'm not a fan of warm tuna, even though I do love fish, cooked fish and stuff. But the tuna pasta bake is very easy especially for kids to make.
No, it's half done.
Sorry, it's easy for the kids to make as well. Is cans of tuna with cooked pasta, mayo, right? Or sauce,
Yeah, it depends.
whatever kind of sauce you want, and then the same thing. Put it in a casserole dish, put it in the oven with cheese on top till it bakes, and and the kids will eat it like these kids, anyways. They'll eat it like nothing.
Oh, a favorite that's now in our house, not as healthy, but tater tot casserole.
Yeah, that's
So
not as healthy.
yeah,
But I can
so-
imagine it would be
So
delicious.
you have your ground beef and a can of condensed. Well, you ground your beef first, then you mix in a can of condensed mushroom soup, and then you layer that in the bottom of a casserole dish, and then you layer your tater tots in a single layer all over there, and then
So
you just,
in the UK, tater tots is like croquettes, potato croquettes.
and then you put your cheese on top, and then you bake that.
That
It
sounds
is
nice.
so good.
What's the comment? Somebody said something.
Ashley says, I do a cheese sauce with a creamy tomato mixed together with seasoned chicken and bacon.
Oh, that's for the
that
pasta
sounds
thing.
delicious.
Yeah,
sounds very
you
similar
need,
to
you
a
need
recipe.
to make one when you're coming home one day, and you can bring it for us.
Yeah. To be fair,
Or he can just come over and make it at home.
He brought. That's what the.
Oh,
dish
that's what the
was.
container was. Did you give him his dish back when he dropped you
Yeah,
off?
he
Okay.
took it, but
And
there was one.
your
He
mother-in-law
brought
is
his actual
watching,
casserole dish, and the girls have had some as
Oh,
well.
nice.
Your mother-in-law
My
is watching.
students make
Right.
that very similar dish. They have to break down a whole chicken, and then we
Oh, we did that in
we
food
save the
class,
different
too.
parts, and so they debone the legs, and then they make a very similar sounding dish.
Wait, that was one thing I had to learn in foods class too, is how to. But I think I actually learned it in junior high. In home ec is how to cut a chicken. That's Felicity.
You want to cut?
Okay.
She's doing clay making with Erica.
Oh, right, okay. So, I've told you guys this before, and I even added the recipe, and this doesn't have to be for Tina's students, but I want to make it while we're here, because it's one of our favorite dishes, and it is healthy, and it's quite easy. It's, you do your onion, we use, like, red onion, and, let me think, red onion and garlic, and then you add the spinach to wilt, and oh no, sorry, I forgot. And then I make the butternut squash in the oven or in the microwave. It cut into cubes, and then you dump that in with the spinach, onion, garlic. Then, when that's ready, you add your spices, which is sumac, which this is the first recipe I've ever used sumac in. Sumac, there's 3 spices. Cinnamon, and I'm looking at my spice rack in my head. And not curry. What's the one of the main spices in curry?
Turmeric?
No, the other one.
Oh,
Cumin.
Cumin. Yeah.
Cumin, and then season that. You can even start with your seasoning if you want to put that in the pan. But anyways, then you add goat cheese or equivalent if you don't want goat cheese. But that it makes it a soft goat cheese, makes it sticky, and it goes a lot. It's so
That sounds
good.
good.
It
That
is so
sounds
good.
really
Like
good.
it's so easy and quick, especially if you chop up and cube the butternut squash in the microwave or in the oven. But if you forget and you want to make it quickly, I peel it with a peeler and then cut it in cubes and then put it in the microwave, and that's cooking while I'm doing the onions and garlic and stuff. And then it's just so, I cannot tell you how good it is, especially if you have a bag of spinach that you've been wanting to use, but you know it's going to go bad before you make a spinach salad or something. Just dump the whole bag in because it just, yeah. So I want to make that while we're
Do
here.
you all like smoked meat in the
Yeah.
pan?
Steve doesn't like smoked stuff, but I like smoked.
Really? Oh darn! Because last time you were here, we didn't have a smoker, but during the pandemic.
Oh,
that's
that
what
no,
Ryan
he
had got.
might like it like that. He just doesn't like fake smoke, like hickory.
Oh
fake
yeah,
stuff.
that's different.
Yeah, no, but a smoke like smoked meat in a smoker. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
hell
because
yeah.
we were thinking
So
we'd have to do that
comment,
sometime too.
Ashley said, I will make a start when you're
on the plane back.
on the yeah.
I like spicy seasoning. Steve's allergic to bell peppers, so if you're using any spicy seasoning, the girls also, besides Alicen, they don't really like spicy, but just be careful that with any paprika or cayenne. Sometimes they use bell peppers for filler, so you got to be careful with that because Steve's allergic to
the
bell.
one that he does use, I know the spices, is Italian seasoning.
Yeah, Italian seasoning has bell peppers in, so that's Steve's allergic to it. But make it for us anyways. Steve will just eat something else. He can't eat white pasta anyways,
The
so.
girls had it and they said it was not spicy whatsoever.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes it can be a little bit spicy, but sometimes it's not.
Okay.
So Lisa's nickname was Peppertooth, because she would always be shaking the pepper so much, and for whatever reason, it would always.
No,
seem
because
to,
I have my teeth are
stick.
tight. They're
Yeah,
very
okay.
tight together,
Yeah.
so the
But
pepper would
the
stick.
Felicity loves pepper, and she will go to town with the pepper shaker. And so that's what we were telling her, is that she's like Auntie Lisa with the pepper. And even if I go to send macaroni and cheese or leftovers like that in her lunch, I have to send little pepper packets. I always save those little ones, and they come with the cutlery and stuff, because she needs her pepper.
I get it.
Yeah. Or hot sauce packet.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
hot sauce.
she likes hot sauce too?
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I have next to the bed? I don't really have food in our room necessarily, but instead of having to bring it up and bring it back down, I have a small pepper shaker. I have a small, chili flakes, and I have a small Frank's Red Hot Sauce.
Wait, is the chili flakes the kind that Steve's allergic to?
No,
No.
no, it's
Oh.
chili
Pepper.
flakes. He's allergic to bell peppers.
Oh, right.
But it's
okay.
not for him anyway. It's on my side of
It's
that
for
for
you
me.
when you asked me to make you noodles.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, Felicity's coming to show us. Do you want to come and show us? Do you want to come and show them? We're on the video. You know how sometimes you see Auntie Lisa on the video? Yeah. Come over here and show everybody. I like your dress and your headband. It matches.
Grandma bought that for her.
Very pretty.
You didn't see when she came in a Darth Vader costume to scare you guys.
Oh, no. Okay, there. Everybody can see. What did you make?
I need a narwhal.
A
Narwhal. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And who helped you make that? Your cousin?
Erica?
Yeah. Erica helped me read it.
Dang, that's awesome. Do you know
Very
that
nice.
you're 6 years old and that's how old Erica was when she moved all the way across the world? What? When Erica moved to England, she was 6. Could you imagine now moving somewhere across the world? That'd be crazy, right? Yeah.
Where would you want to move?
Mm,
Yeah, that's how old she was when I had Declan. That's how I remember.
yeah, that's
And
for
so I
sure.
remember her after she saw me, and she said, she was staring at me, and she's like, Auntie, how come the baby's there, but you still look pregnant?
Oh, kids.
And then I remember Brock, he was like, now I get it, because they were coming over
Brock's
to,
the same age as Erica,
Yeah,
so
so
he
he
would have
was
been
6.
6 as well.
and I asked them if they could bring a jug of milk when they came over. And so then he's like, you can tell he's really thinking about something. And so he's like, oh, I get it. And I was like, what's that? He's like, you drink the milk and it comes out your boobies for the baby.
It's kind of true.
Finally put it together. That's why I needed the milk.
Yeah, to refill.
Yeah.
refill the jugs. That's cute. Love kids.
So our time is 2:10. I don't know what time you start.
Oh, I can just check. I'm just checking the time. But I can make up for... Yeah, we're over an hour, but if you guys want to ramble for a few more minutes, we can do that. Because we're rambling with each other anyway.
I was gonna say the thing is we're gonna be rambling
I know, yeah.
for a long time
See,
now, but
They say I'm the talker, which is true, but it runs in the family. Also, so I was thinking, because I listen to my podcast at double speed, and Steve doesn't understand how I can understand that. But sometimes in the past, I don't know if you guys remember a show called Blossom. Mayim Belek, who plays Amy on Big Bang Theory. She used to be on a show when she was a young, like a tween and teen, called Blossom, and her best friend was Six, who spoke really, really fast. So sometimes people call me Six because of that. But I guess it's just one of the ways my brain works is that the speaking or the hearing, it can work really quickly like that. There's other things, trust me, that I'm slow at, but that's not one of them. But yeah, I was thinking about that, the people that talk really fast and how you can process it. But I can hear the podcast and everything. I can understand it just as well as somebody listening at normal speed. It's interesting like that. Oh, very cute. So is this like that foam stuff that dries?
it's modeling clay. I think she got this
Oh.
for her birthday. We hadn't opened it yet, so I'm not really sure.
Can I feel it? Oh no, it is. Oh no, it is. I think it's that stuff. It'll dry like this, like
Who
foamy.
made the eggy? That's so
Can
cute.
you bring them
It's really cute.
Yeah, eggy and corn.
This is not corn, it's a lemon.
Oh, lemon.
lemon.
Yes, I should have known. It is a lemon.
It's so cute.
Good job. I like the
Declan
eyes.
made this one. I made the novel, and Erica made the egg.
Oh, very good. Very good. So, yeah, but we can cut it for today because I'm really happy that I was able to do my live from Canada, that I had not only one guest, but many, and that you guys got to see some of the reason that we wanted to come to Canada, and that you guys got to enjoy it, because what's better than our loved ones, whether it's family, friends, or friends who become family. I love you guys, and I will see you guys next Sunday, hopefully at the same time, if I'm not late. And who knows where we'll be in Canada, but we'll still be in Canada, all right? Love you guys. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.